Alright, hello and welcome back for another episode of Hypercraft. Last time, I finally finished my fusion reactor. That's the one. I don't need this anymore. Yeah, fusion reactor. Done. Finally. Kaput. I'm done with that. Now, today's inventory is the Quarry. My greatest quarry, the Quarry. So I need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gears and 11 diamond, at least. I also need 16 gold. So 11 diamond, 16 gold. Oh, I need to cook more iron before I forget. I am out of iron again. Crap. If this quarry doesn't hit iron quickly, I'm gonna have to go caving again. And oh lord, do I hate caving right now. It's just the cave system down there is nuts. Even with my super awesome system of making it basically one long single path, which means it takes me ages to get from one end to the other. There's so many twists and turns. It just drives me nuts. Goes cuckoo in my brain. Where? Yeah, check every chest except for the right one first. Okay, and it needs 1 piece of redstone. We'll grab that real quick. Piece of redstone. Bunch of sticks. A bunch of sticks over here. So we're gonna move this out of the way. 1 piece of redstone. Boop. Got those 2 gears. And I'm gonna come over here and get these gears. I need 1 more. And that gear. And then a couple more sticks. Diamond pick, so it can pick up everything. Alright, need a bunch more cobblestone than I have, which is a good thing too, because I've got so much. Alright, gonna come over here and shove these cobblestones on down. I took way too much now. Hit 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. I don't need any more of this cobblestone. Rather than go back, I'm going to just go be lazy and go over here because I'm already going this way. Alright, give me iron. Give me iron now. Right now, meow. Come on! Ah! Also, times of emergency, I could probably use these. So I have 111 iron ingots, just in case. That much isn't enough. But I don't want to have to use it because it's such a pain to refill, and you have to keep track of exact amounts or else you're just being wasteful. It's not something I wish to do. Alright, give me a couple more. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Give me. Give me, give me, give me. Give me. Timmer! 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 Okay, get in there. Alright, now we've got those. And pop these in. Got those. And pop these in. And we got those. Now that should be perfectamundo. I can do that too. And just set it right there. I actually thought that it was going to put it in the slot for me automatically, but guess not. Quarry! And it's nighttime, so I can't go put it down. Whatever. Put that away. I also need to go get more liquid slime while I'm out. Let me pick up my buckets. And put these away. And I'm gonna put these away. Just, oh my goodness, just look at that. Durability plus 500 and then doubled. Or plus 50%. So I gave it a little bit more. You know, go ahead, just guess real quick how much durability you think this hammer or this pick has. Just give it a guess. Any old guess. You're thinking under 1,000? Wrong. You're thinking under 2,000? Wrong. You're thinking under 3,000? You're wrong. It's got exactly 3,000. I can mine 3,000 blocks with this pick before it breaks. Plus, it'll repair. So I could probably get 4,000 easy before it actually needs any repairing, if I am just leisurely mining. So I'm happy with this pick. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna make some more buckets. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 buckets. I just used so much iron there for no reason. Alright, put that away. The reason I only went 15 is I've got another bucket already full of water in my inventory. Bing bong. Hello! I need to kill you for your skin. That's normally what I say to cows, but I've got Yalzum, yet another leather smelting mod that allows me to turn zombies into leather, which is super useful when you need to make giant bookcases all over the place. Alright, now to the quarry. I also need to update my sword one of these days. It's starting to fall way behind my pick and my hammer. I mean, Michapa, it doesn't need much, just speed. Speed's all it needs. The other ones, though, they do require a little bit more pieces to get them working lovely. Alright, now, if I can remember where I put all these tubes at. They're all underground, by the way, so it's right there. Is this still turned on? Nope. There we go. Alright, now, the diamond transport pipe sucks all the cobblestone out, throws it away. I don't want it. Everything else, perfect. It'll come right with me. Now, theoretically, it should be getting power right now. Theoretically. Come on. Don't make me look like a tool. There's no tool in this pool. Come on. It's being rude. I'll get rid of those anyway eventually. Yeah, it's being rude. I don't know what's wrong with this. I made sure that wire is all connected right on up to my base. So I'm not sure what its problem is, but it's being rude. How rude. And I can't see the outline of this quarry, which would help me very much in locating my last landmark. I'm not trying to eat the landmark, I'm trying to eat my potato. Oh yeah, it was over in this area. Yeah. Quarry doesn't seem to be working. Don't know why. No power, maybe? That doesn't make sense. Alright, before we go home, I'm gonna go get some slime from upstairs. I know I just saw slime down there. I'm like, am my eyes playing tricks on me? Up the magical ladder of super never-ending length that's crazy tall. Crazy tall. Come on. If only I could leap it too. That's not gonna happen. This ladder's not safe. The island's not safe. This world isn't safe. I've got a nuclear reactor in my basement. Like, not even my sub-basement, just the basement. And, I don't have a hazmat suit. I don't have any nuclear inspectors. I don't have any clearance on this. I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna build a reactor. Government just forget the government. I want a reactor. And that's my life. What am I gonna do up here? Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, now I got tons and tons of slime. Enough to fill, guess what? A tank! Whee! Whee! Oh, I thought I was gonna die there for a moment. Yeah, the second house I ever built had this giant pit mine next to it, and every morning in-game I'd wake up and I'd walk the end, because my house was basically, I built it on top of a tree, and I cut down all the trees, so it was this dirt tube that was sticking up with a ladder inside of it, just a single ladder, and then this little anvil-like platform on top with little walls so I wouldn't fall off in the middle of the night. You gotta keep in mind, this was when Minecraft was still in beta. It was a long time ago, and I was such a noob. But I had this huge mine with just a ladder going down it, and every morning I'd walk to the wall of my house and jump off and fall like maybe about 10 blocks above bedrock, and then hook myself onto the ladder. And sometimes I did it, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I fell to my death horribly, and every time I'm like, gosh darn it, I could have lived. And then I put an actual drop pipe because I was tired of just having to aim myself. I seriously put a pipe for myself off the end of my house I would step on and then hit a piston, and I would just fall down onto this ladder and be like, hey, everything's okay. But not anymore. I thought I was doing really good on that world. I had a couple nether portals, super secret safe paths all over the place, but nothing else. I had 2 diamonds to my name. I was afraid to mine. Like, who in their right mind's afraid to mine? I mean, again though, I was young and a noob. But, you know, that's another story altogether. My first house actually was just built on a tree. I had a thing for tree houses, but they weren't very good because they were just dirt. Why do I not have any energy whatsoever? What's going on here? I have a self-sustaining reactor. It should be having energy. Am I going to have to put another combustion engine down here specifically just to feed the reactor? Because that's not something I want to have to do. I feel like if I could turn this off, I would be doing much better. If I really could, I could just break that. No more power for you. Okay, come on. Come down here. And I'm gonna see all the turbines flowing. Right. I am going to punch someone in the fool. I'm gonna shank a fool with this wrench. The police can be so confused as to how he had a double knife wound. And it's just gonna be a wrench. He or she, whoever's at fault for my quarry and mine not working together, my quarry and my reactor not wanting to work together. Am I going to have to build a second reactor? Because screw that. I don't want to do that. I don't have enough materials or time. I just... No. I don't want... Oh boy, it's trying. You're kidding me. It broke. That's what happened. It broke. I walked far enough away that this thing... You know what? Okay. How much is dimensional anchor? Block of iron surrounded by gold ingots. Yeah, that's... I need one of those, apparently. I almost didn't put those in this mod pack because I wanted to use it with thermal expansion, because then I could put a pump in the nether and put a liquid tesseract, and just pump it all straight here and keep it loaded the dimensional anchor, but I couldn't get it to work together with one of the things. It might have been Optifine, might have been Biomes of Plenty, but it didn't work, and so I scrapped the idea and went, ooh. That's neither here nor there. I'm going to have to turn my reactor back off. And stuff. Just going to come over here, put it here in my secret closet that no one's allowed to know about. Is that enough to keep this whole thing loaded? How many chunks is this? Tell you what, we're going to add another one anyway. Don't pay attention to that. We're going to add another one anyway. The whole base is now permanently loaded, no matter where I am. Most of the base, at least. Now, I have to turn off my reactor and start the reset. See, you can tell because over here, 1 megajoule, 0 joules. 1 megajoule, 2.25, that's because that one's getting the energy. This one should have some too, because it's coming from the reactor. But it doesn't have enough. Now, if I were to, I have to break the blocks themselves. Capacitors don't matter, but I have to break the blocks themselves. But the capacitors do matter, because there's 16 per block, and I would flood this room. I'm running a little over time here with the story, but actually, I took a screenshot of it. I was outside building the wires for the quarry, and I got almost back, and the game just suddenly lags so hard. And I'm like, you know, it's probably just something went wrong. So I closed it, and I reopened it, and I still can barely move. And so it's like I'm walking through cold molasses, okay? I can't even barely move, and I'm out here at the water just standing here going... And I finally get inside, and I can't open the door, so I just bust it down. And I finally make my way upstairs. I'm like, this has to be something to do with the batteries. That's the only thing I know that can be lagging my world that much. And I come over here. Everything's fine. I break the door down, and this entire room is just filled with capacitors, like completely filled. The bottom layer, you can't see the floor anymore. And there were thousands of them. Like, how did this happen? So I took a screenshot, and I had to walk through, and I had to go into creative mode so it would suck them up and get rid of them rather than just try and put them in my inventory. But anyway, it's a fun time. Let's break this back up. I have to try to keep them from falling into the hoppers down here. I failed. That up, and that one, and that one, and that one. Now, we pick those out of my inventory, put these all back down, make sure they're all pointing into the respective chests, and then put the batteries back up. No, not there. See, now the batteries are all back up. See, what happens is, when you first put them down, that green registers it as a single large battery, but when the chunks become unloaded, it stops registering them like that, and we end up with just total crap. Actually, why am I turning that back on? There's no point. I still don't have any capacitors. Anyway, so in order to find a workaround for that, I spent hours and hours poring over this, and that's why I would have given up, except for my friend once told me, dude, you're a Minecraft genius. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do this. I can work through this. And I did. So now we're going to turn that on, and it's going to start. First off, if all 4 of these pumped at once, as I originally had them, it's a whole lot simpler. But I'd get 1, and then 2 at once, and then 3 at once, and then 4 at once as the time went on. And as soon as 3 at once came down here, it plugged in and crashed. Because it automatically puts it in this spot, which is in. But if you ever end up with one in this slot, which is the second one it'll put it into, you crash the world, and you have to load it twice before it'll actually open up. So it was a bit of a hard time, but that's alright. I finally figured out how to use red alloy wire, some pipe gates that only emit a redstone signal once the chest above them is empty, and a bunch of wiring down there. So now it only does one chest at a time. So I should be okay. So I'm curious, is this gonna ever fill up? Nah, it's good. I've got a perfect little level right there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure my quarry works in between these two episodes, because just of all the frustration. The quarry automatically keeps its chunks loaded, but nothing's keeping these chunks loaded, which is why with dimensional anchor. Again, pay no attention to my super special secret closet no one knows about. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked it, drop a favorite or a like or a comment. Share the word if you feel like it. Tell other people, hey, I know this super lame dude that's on YouTube, but you should totally watch him anyway. Because that would be pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. I'd love you guys forever. In a totally platonic way. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you liked what you saw and you want to see more content like that, go ahead and click that subscribe button right up there. If you just liked it and wanted to say so, go ahead and click the like button down below. Next video, wait for a moment, click that little black square in the middle. Thanks for watching, see you next time.